I was lost in my head, looked around, there was no one there. I got out to breathe the fresh air.
Let's go to the next picture. So this is, we were talking about this a little bit earlier about,
Oh, yeah.
puppets.
So another company I work for it's a children's charity organization, and it basically the organization helps to support kids and their families who are impacted by cancer. So what my job is part of the puppet show, where we tour around schools and like kindergartens and perform shows with puppets, which is about basically this little girl, Kylie, who's the bald one, teaching kids about like what the side effects of chemotherapy are, and she's nervous to come back to school and all that kind of stuff. So I've been doing that for coming up on about 9 years now, which is probably the longest I've ever had any job.
Does the kids comment a lot during your show? I mean,
not during so much, but we do have like a question and answer time afterwards. And then that photo was actually taken in a hospital. So we visit children's hospitals as well and go and visit the oncology wards and things like that. But at the moment, obviously, because of COVID, we haven't been able to get into the hospitals. And it's something I really miss, because there's something really special about, visiting these kids, because a lot of them, they're really, depressed, and they've been in hospital for a long time, and often they'll speak to the puppet in a way they wouldn't speak to an adult. They'll tell them things or share how they're feeling, rather than because they're so often surrounded by just adults all the time, and people coming to poke them and take blood from them and, hook them up to machines. So it's a little bit frightening, but we go in and have lots of fun with them. So it's really nice.
It must be the good feeling when you get those kids to smile or laugh.
Yeah, that's basically, if I can get them to have a smile, and that's the only smile they have all day, then I'm like, job done. So yeah, I really miss it, because it was, one of those things that just sort of put your life into perspective, seeing tiny little kids, and sometimes babies, their families' lives have just been turned upside down from their diagnosis. So
I think we all sometimes need some bit of reality check without problems. I was one episode I was talking to Israel,
cool,
and his grandparents were in Auschwitz, and his granddad always said, now when this is COVID, just wait, I've seen worse. It's getting better. So you got a point there, Granny.
Yeah.
Let's go to another picture here. Here we go.
I think that photo was taken at a show that I did. I think it was on Reunion Island, sort of it's near Mauritius. Beautiful. But basically, it's just, I think for me, the stage is sort of where I'm most comfortable and where I really feel, it's sort of my soul connection place, I guess. So that photo is just sort of, when I feel powerful, or when I feel like where I belong, essentially, on stage. It's just, and, for so long now, a lot of people have obviously not been able to be on stage. So I think that there's a lot of people out there that will probably understand that feeling. That's all.
Do you feel safe on a stage?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I feel I sort of I recognize that you get a lot of power from being on stage. And I don't mean power in the sense of me holding power over somebody, but just that you're filled up with a sense of strength, and just that there's nothing quite like that connection that you have with the audience, you know, or the people you're performing with as well. There's something quite remarkable about that, having the ability to affect people, you know, who are watching and make them smile or cry or whatever it is. And I think that's a really powerful thing, and a precious thing, and something that I definitely took for granted until the stages were shut down.
I always, probably why I started comedy was when I found somebody who make me laugh like my ass off. I'm like falling from the chair. I think that's the most precious thing and gift that anybody can give to other person, to make him or her to laugh so much, you know, or feel, or what it in my for me it was laughter, but for somebody else it can be like crying and what other emotions. But
I gotta get out, I got to see